Yes, our video today will be focused on writing introduction and background statement in social science research. And the video will give you an insight and understanding about how to go about writing introduction and background in social science research. And before we can start with the presentation, I would like you to advise you or remind you not to forget to subscribe so that should a new video come or be published, you are the first one to be notified or access it. And more importantly, don't forget to give it a thumb up or thumbs up or not thumbs suck. Should the video be of interesting or helpful to you or your project. And also try to share the video with other people on research project or on the same project with you so that they can also benefit out of it. And should you have any question or a comment, you are welcome to comment on the comment slot within the channel so that we can engage further or discuss further and try to answer your questions. In my introduction, I want to say the introduction and background is very important to give the readers or people who will be going through your work the baseline and context to the matter under investigation. And it will also assist in covering the sub-themes regarding contextual setting, problem statements, purpose, objectives to the study after discussion of overall overview to the study with the support of the sources. Remember, when you write introduction and background like you do with the literature review, you are expected to support some of your ideas with the sources, especially the primary sources such as newsletters, policies, legislation, and many more. And of course, this presentation is trying to answer how introduction and background should be written and what should be considered during the writing. So this is believed that will make your writing very easy, simple, and enjoyable. In writing your introduction and background, you may need or you may combine or separate your introduction and background. But if you present the two separately, more importantly is to avoid repetition in your discussion. You are not expected to repeat your ideas in your discussion from both sides of the introduction and the side of the background. Make sure that that is quality assured. And the other important thing is that you need to introduce your topic or title in the first statement or paragraph of your presentation of the introduction and background. And of course, you also need to connect your discussion to the problem and point out gaps to be closed by the study. This is very important because the key matter in the research study is to solve a particular problem and find out the solutions. Try by all means to cover everything without being too long or too short, because your introduction and background need to be straight to the point, and it does not need to be very long, but you need to cover every element of the study. This section may be, for instance, 1,000 or 1,500 words, minimum and maximum, which means your maximum may be 1,000 words and well, your maximum may be 1,500 words. This is an estimated amount or size of your background and information, introduction. to the study. And more importantly, also try to only cover all the important information concisely. Do not try to use long sentences or long paragraphs. Be straight to the point and concise. And avoid ambiguous statements or paragraphs which the reader will find difficult to understand or may also even feel discouraged to go further or go through your work. And try to support your statements with literature, especially primary sources like newsletters and newspapers and reports. And there are many more other primary sources, like I said in my introduction to this interview. This video. The other important thing is that you need to read more sources on the subject matter under study so that you are very sure that you are covering the entire scope about the area of your study, and try to identify gaps and areas that need further studies. Discuss your ideas from general to specific per paragraph. Ensure your discussion is organized with well-formatted text. You do not need to mix up ideas in your discussion. Try to ensure that when you discuss an idea, you can categorize your ideas per paragraph and ensure that your statements flow from each other and they are from each other. Avoid long sentences and long paragraphs, and ensure that you discuss related ideas together, like I said in my previous bullet. Avoid mixing of ideas. When you talk to one idea, stick to it until the whole paragraph is closed, and try to link or interlink your paragraphs as you flow with your discussion. You need to also introduce the problem under study and its root cause under your introduction and background, so that the reader will know exactly where the study is leading or where the reading is going. Try to review conclusions from other studies to the topic under your study, so that you can identify what was the findings from other studies related to your study, and what was the recommendations. Is this study not going to provide the same or similar findings, or discover similar kind of findings? One more important thing, try to show the scope of the problem, showing what previous studies report about it and their findings and solutions, as well as recommendations, like I said in the previous slide. And background is supposed to provide a deep discussion about the topic of the study. You need to go deeper into your subject areas and matter. And the background should provide definitions, historical context, current events that have bearing on your writing or other information. So you don't need, you do not need to just summarize only few little ideas or things. You need to go deeper and cover more important issues in your area of the study. And the background should give history and context to the problem under study. So these are key things that you need to cover in your background and introduction to the study when you are writing. Thank you for watching, and should you need more consultation, you are welcome to contact me at these numbers and the email. Again, try to subscribe to the channel so that you are receiving the videos in time should they become published.